I'd love to work with Surya. So of course, he's super talented and I look up to him for the work that he's done for so many years. So I'd love to work with him, of course. To be honest, I guess you can't marry someone you've met on a show because people will watch a reality show and then it's going to end, good result or bad result, but he has to live with his partner and I think we should just respect that. My look, as in the makeup and hair, was more difficult to adjust to because in the film I'm about 4 shades darker. Also, like, my hair is brown but I had to spray it black every day. Vijay is a very good actor. He's very spontaneous. Sometimes he would say a dialogue that was not in the script, but it would turn out so wonderful. Definitely it's different to what he's done in his other films. He's something that the masses will connect to and he has that connect, you know, he can never lose that. Vanamagan, honestly, I think it could have done way better than it did. Also because the strike came along at that, whether it was dancing or acting or my presentation as a whole, people saw that I had a lot of potential, which I think Vanamagan gave me a very good beginning and like a solid platform to stand on.
வணக்கம் IndiaGlitz நேயர்களே. கடை குட்டி சிங்கத்தோட ஒரு காதல் ஜோடி தான் எங்க கூட இருக்காங்க. ஸோ இவங்க வந்து வனமகன் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு ஒரு சூப்பரான ஒரு படத்து மூலமா நம்ம தமிழ் இண்டஸ்ட்ரிக்குள்ள வந்துட்டு இப்போ ஏகப்பட்ட படம் அவங்க கையில் வச்சுட்டு இருக்காங்க. லெட்ஸ் குயிக்லி வெல்கம் மிஸ் சாயிஷா. ஹாய்.
Thank you. Hi.
எப்படி இருக்கீங்க?
நல்லா இருக்கேன்.
You're a good dancer. Everybody knows it on all your videos on YouTube, like going viral like anything. It has crossed millions and millions of views. So that would have complimented a lot for you in the films, right?
It does help.
It does help.
It does help when you can dance. Basically, it's like a passion. I really love to dance, so maybe that shows in my videos and on screen. But I hope I get lots more opportunity to show it.
Yeah, the recent one, the Sodukamela song, how the thought popped up, like, now let's do our dance.
Honestly, that's not like a choreographed piece which I, practiced and put up. It's really not one of those. But I just like the song. I like Sodukamela, the song. And I think Surya's also did it so well. So one day I just put it on and I was dancing and my mom actually ended up recording it.
Okay.
So, and then when I saw it, I was like, yeah, okay, this is not all that bad. Let me put it up on Instagram and Twitter. And I put it up. Not expecting it to go viral or whatever, but I guess people like it when I dance. So. Right. I'm happy. After
Sodukamela song that we know that you're roping up with Surya.
Everyone's asking me this honestly and I would love to reply if I had an answer, but I think the announcement whether it's anybody or me should come from them.
From the production
because
house.
I mean they've announced everyone else, so then I'm sure they'll make the right decision.
And இப்போ கார்த்தியோட படம் பண்ணியாச்சு Kadai Kutty Singam. And of course who's left is like brother. I mean he's from his family, yeah.
I'd love to work with Surya. So of course he's super talented and I look up to him for the work that he's done for so many years. So I'd love to work with him, of course.
After Vanamagan inga vandu, in terms of commercially, that movie wasn't that much success also. But now in your hand you have handful of movies with you with all the big stars. How this happened?
I think for Vanamagan, honestly, I think it could have done way better than it did. Also because the strike came along at that time, and of course, Tamil, the industry was going through a rough patch when it released. I mean, we were only 5 days into the release, and the strike was called. So I think it was a bit unfortunate. But for me, I think thankfully the director, I think Vijay, he's my brother. I tie him Rakhi. He presented me so beautifully in that film. So whether it was dancing or acting or my presentation as a whole, people saw that I had a lot of potential, which is why whether it's Gokul sir, Pandiraj sir or Santosh, they cast me in their films. They probably thought that I was good enough. So I think Vanamagan gave me a very good beginning and like a solid platform to stand on. So
with that
I think it helped me get the
other
3
projects
films that I have.
So it's nothing to do with your family background back in North or something?
Actually, the family background, I don't think it helps you get work, but of course it helps you sort of keep grounded and humble and
that's how it is, like.
Yeah, I mean family is always great.
Right. So like Arya on board and with such a reputed director, Santosh.
It's a you film. Kajnikant is a clean you family film. Yeah, absolutely. Very clean film. Also Arya and me are part of it. So of course, and Santosh too. I mean, he may have done that genre before, but this movie is completely, he wanted to do something that's different. It's a complete family entertainer, for sure. nothing out of line.
நீங்க ஆர்யா கிட்ட எப்பயாவது கேட்டிருக்கீங்களா அந்த ரியாலிட்டி ஷோக்கு அப்புறமா are you really going to get married Arya, like have you ever asked him? No?
To be honest, I guess you can't marry someone you've met on a show because I mean, even if he went with that intention, which I think is great, it's maybe it's difficult, right? I think it was a huge risk that he took. So hats off to him for that. But at the same time, I did watch a few episodes, maybe 1 or 2 episodes, and I think he carried himself with great dignity. He told me that there was a lot of people expecting different things, but at the end of the day, he has to live with that decision. You know, people will watch a reality show and then it's going to end, good result or bad result, but he has to live with his partner. So I think I'm sure he's made the right decision for his life, and I think we should just respect that.
Respect that. Okay. So let's quickly talk about your love interest in Kadai Kutty Singam with Karthi.
Yeah.
How the portions have come up?
They've come out really well. I think we share really good on-screen rapport and chemistry, whether in the songs or we have such lovely romantic scenes actually. Some of the most lovely romantic scenes I've done in all my 3 films is in Kadai Kutty Singam, and so it's come out well. Yeah, I'm waiting to see the film actually.
So இப்போ நீங்க மும்பைல இருந்து இங்க சவுத் இந்தியன் ஃபிலிம்ஸ் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கீங்க. ஸோ இந்த கடை குட்டி சிங்கத்துல வந்து என்டையர்லி காஸ்டியூம்ஸ்லாம் பயங்கரமா மாறி இருக்கும். So okay, how easy for you to adapt to all such costumes, the village costumes like?
But it's only half saris and like saris and shalwar kameezes. That's what I also wear that in my real life.
Okay.
So not very difficult to adapt to that, but I think my look, as in the makeup and hair, was more difficult to adjust to because in the film I'm about 4 shades darker in skin tone than my real self. So every day I would have to do darker makeup to suit the village role, and also like my hair is brown but I had to spray it black every day.
Okay.
For shoot. That was a little difficult because it takes time.
நிறைய ஹீரோயின்ஸ் இருந்திருக்காங்க அந்த செட்ல. So is there any learnings from them, all the senior artists?
Yeah, of course. I mean, they come with so much experience, and also I think all of them were so humble that you never really felt that they've done so much, and it was literally like a family. And Satyaraj sir, I mean, it's an honor to work with him. I didn't honestly expect it when I signed the film, and Bhanu Priya ma'am, she's been such an amazing dancer as well that I really respect her for that. I keep telling her that she's such an amazing dancer. And Suri Anna, he's done so much work and he's such a lovely person.
Okay.
And he's funny and he's just lovely to work with. I was very fond of him.
We all know that in the padam vandu or farmers patti, it has touched the farmers like what issues and whatever they're going through. So how far it is like touch the entire subject, or like it slightly one side of the issue has been handled in the film?
To be honest, it's a family entertainer.
Okay.
So a part of the film, yes, it is to do with the farmer issue, but I think they've tried to show it as much as they could in a way that would, it's not preaching, but at the same time it's touching upon the issue so that people connect with it and sort of understand what's happening. But you can't say that it's a film just that.
Okay.
It's a package where you're touching upon that issue, but at the same time it's entertaining, and you'll come back out of the theatre happy with your family.
So let's quickly talk about the director. So I think he's one of the director that everybody want to work with. He's a very cool-headed person. So what are the things that he was like quite easy to work? Pandiraj sir, yeah.
Yeah, he's a very dedicated director, and I think especially for a village film, you could not have got anybody better than him. Not only because he comes from such a background, but because he's very particular in what he wants, and he will not say okay to a shot till he's really convinced, which is a good quality. Whether it's 1 take or 10 takes, he wants you to perform really well, which is I think something which I really admire in him.
And let's quickly talk about Junga. So Vijay Sethupathi is one versatile actor here in South India, and you getting your another project with him, I mean doing a project with him is like, it's a dream come true for any other heroine. And how's the movie coming up now?
I think Vijay is a very good actor. He's very spontaneous. So sometimes he would even say a dialogue that was not in the script,
Okay.
but it would turn out so wonderful that we'd just continue with the scene. I think he taught me to be more spontaneous. Junga is it has lots of action. It has some lovely songs, beautiful locations. I think some of the locations that Gokul sir has even found and captured are really, really pretty. So, and most of my portions were shot abroad. I've not shot at all in India. So, it's a very, very grand looking film for sure.
In Junka we get to see Vijay Sethupathi in a whole new look.
Yeah.
பார்க்கிறதுக்கு ரொம்ப வித்தியாசமா இருக்காரு.
Right.
So how many get-ups for him in the film?
I think there's some time for the film, so I can't tell you how many get-ups,
Okay.
but definitely it's different to what he's done in his other films. He's sometimes played this very massy man and very Indianized, but he's also got a Western look in this film, which is different. But at the same time, it's very appealing. It's something that the masses will connect to, and he has that connect. You know, he can never lose that. So he's done a really good job.
So I mean, as you said, like உங்களுக்கு ஈஸியா ரொம்ப பிடிக்கும். So even Arya is like quite is a cyclist.
Yeah.
So you guys ever cycled in Asia by any chance?
He has. I haven't. You wouldn't believe it. We used to shoot for Rajnikant and we would pack up, and whatever time it is, whether it's 6 or 5 or 8 or whatever, he would cycle back from the shooting spot to his house, even if it's 40 kilometers.
Okay.
Which is great. In fact, one of the funny things is that you know, once there was so much traffic and we were shooting in that ECR house, and I must have left at like 5:36, and till 8 o'clock I'm in the car, and Arya has reached home and I am still in the car, and he cycled back from ECR.
Okay.
But he's reached before me, and I have 3 hours in the car, so he's laughed at me because cycling he reached before me.
Right.
So that just shows how good he is at cycling.
As you go out here in Chennai and all, is there any common word you use the most in Tamil?
Just like vanga, like, or you know, bring the car or stuff like that. I don't know.
So you learned that one common word to address all the men here in South, especially in Tamil?
Anna.
Yeah.
Anna. Yeah, obviously.
So after Vanamagan, have you ever had any fan moment here?
Yeah, well, I mean, of course, a lot of people come and show their love, whether it's at a movie theatre or a restaurant, or on the airport for that matter. But I think it's really sweet. I feel very humbled when someone does that, you know, comes. In fact, yesterday I was watching Rajnikant. It was a very cute moment. There was this little 3-year-old boy, little child, who came to watch Rajnikant with his parents, and as soon as I came out of the screening, he ran and gave me this big hug, and he's just this much, so he's just coming like till my knee, you know, and he gave me this big hug, and I really liked you in the film, you know. He came in and he gave me 3 hugs.
Okay.
That little child, I felt so happy. I actually like stopped and I said, I need to take a picture with you. It's so cute when like kids do that. And
like, I think it looks like in every step your mom's presence is there.
yeah, she's my manager and costume stylist and everything else in the world.
You like to say something to your mom, like, you know, I love you, mom, like something like that in front of camera?
Mom, I love you tons, and you're my heartbeat, and thank you for being there for me and being the best in the whole world and allowing me to fly and be really independent at the same time. So I love you.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank
And we are
you.
done, and all the very best for all the films which is
Thank you
coming
so
up. And thanks for your time once again, and
Thank
all the
you.
best success for the Kadai Kutty Singam.
Thank you. So Kaushick, when are these interviews going to come out?
இந்த வீடியோ நீங்க எப்போ வருதுன்னு பார்க்கணும்னாக்கா நீங்க வந்து சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பண்ணலையா?
No, not yet. I'll definitely do that.
சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பண்ணல. ஸோ இப்போ ஒன்றும் பிரச்சனை இல்லை. இந்த ஃபோன் வச்சுக்கோங்க. இந்த ஃபோனில் போயிட்டு நீங்கள் சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பண்ணீங்கன்னாக்கா
Okay. I'll after this subscribe பண்ணுங்க.
சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பண்ணி பெல் ஐகான் கிளிக் பண்ணீங்கன்னாக்கா வீடியோஸ் போட்டதுமே அப்டேட் உங்களுக்கு கன்ஃபார்மாக வரும்.
Okay.
ஓகேவா?
Okay, done.
Bye bye.
Bye.